Welcome to the Work Wives and Real Lives podcast. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ava. We're two best friends and coworkers spilling the tea on business, boundaries, and all the beautiful chaos in between.
From workday wins to real life messes, we're talking through it all.
Unfiltered, unpolished, and always putting friendship first.
Think of it as your weekly catch up with your favorite coworker turned soul sister.
So grab your coffee
or your wine
and let's get into it.
Stunning.
What is up, Work Wife fam? It's Ava and Katie coming at you with a special episode because we have exciting news.
Real exciting.
We
had a whole episode planned, and then we are pulling a Ross Geller and we're pivoting.
Pivot.
Hopefully much better than he did with that couch.
Yep.
So Eva, what are we talking about today?
Well, we are talking about why I've been such a dud and a little piece of blah the last few months, and it's because I'm pregnant.
Oh,
yay!
Hey, look at that!
Cat's out of the bag.
Cat's out of the bag. I am so thrilled we can finally talk about this because
finally
there are so many moments I almost said,
"Good for you! You did a great job."
And I'm not going to talk about the gender because Ava hasn't shared it yet.
Yes,
but I had decided before I even knew, and before she even knew, that the baby would be called Jobido in honor of Jobido. Because Joe can be a girl name or a boy name, like Joseph or Jolene. You know, it's flexible.
It's universal.
So Jobido is the baby's name in my brain. I've been told it's not actually going to be the baby's name, but I am so thrilled I can finally now talk about Jobido.
We can now talk about it. Yes, I am with child. At this point, exactly. Yeah, I got knocked up. Sorry, Mom. It was so funny. We'll talk about the full, chronological order of things. But when I was telling my mom, I did, have almost a moment of, I'm so sorry. I'm a teenager.
Oh, my God.
Telling her I'm pregnant. She's like, oh, my God, Ava, you're
it is kind of weird,
You're well in your 30s.
You know what? When I was pregnant, not to make it about myself always, but when I was pregnant with one of my children, I don't remember it doesn't matter. One of them, I was in the office one day, and this guy, he's so nice, and he's such a sweet little soul, but he just says the most awkward things sometimes. Yeah. This is at my last company. And I just recently announced to my office I was pregnant, and he's like, isn't it weird when you hear people are pregnant and then you just know they're having sex? And I'm like,
way to bring it up, too.
This was immaculate conception, okay? I'm carrying the Lord's child.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that in the office. Or babies just happen when you're an adult, okay? If you want them. Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes you don't. And they still happen. It's life. I don't know how it works. Don't ask me. But I am so excited for you. I'm excited to be an auntie again. Whatever name you do pick has to go well with a tattoo because so far just my nieces are tatted.
Yes.
On my arms. It was funny.
On your body.
Yeah. So I've got a harps on this arm for Harper. And I've got a bow on this arm for Bowie, like a bow and arrow. I did have a moment over the weekend though, where we go by Ollie, but Oliver asked why he didn't have a tattoo. And I said, well, I'll just have to get a martini glass with olives in it for Ollie.
Ooh, yes. I love that one.
So I'll have to get another one because he was very sad. That's how the first one happened with Harper. She's like, I have them for my kids. And she's like, where's my tattaoo? And
where's
I was
mine? I'm your child. Great
question. Great question.
Yes.
But yay. So this is why Ava's been, having slow weekends.
Very slow weekends because I was, if not on the couch, I was in the bed.
You were unwell.
I was extremely unwell.
This is the real reason she missed the trip to Scottsdale.
Yeah, this is why I missed the trip to Scottsdale. There's no way I could have gotten on a plane that morning and had been just like a human being. Yeah.
You were unwell.
I was very unwell.
You tried.
Mentally, emotionally, physically. Yes, I tried.
Well, let's go back to the night of
sure.
conception and talk. No, I'm kidding.
Katie knows the exact date of
I
it.
chat GPT'd her due date
She
to
did.
go back. Hello, my friend. Oh, is that a what is this?
It's a boat car.
It's a boat car. You know what? It kind of looks like a baby bassinet with Ava's baby in it because we're talking about babies right now. Doesn't it kind of look like a baby bassinet?
Oh yeah, that
baby
does look like a little baby. Where's my baby in there?
It's right there. It's, sitting upright.
It's sitting upright. Yep.
Thank you. What were we talking about? Oh, yes, your due
We're
date.
talking
So,
about yes.
I put in the due date and I said, if this is the due date, what night did conception happen? Because curious minds want to know. And so I
Yeah.
texted Dave. I was like, this date. And I was like, you must have been busy that night. Booked and busy.
And it tracked.
And then worked,
yeah.
You're like, oh, yep, that makes sense that this happened that day. And
yep.
The stars aligned and then
the
a baby was created.
Fully aligned, and what a blessing. So I guess I'll go in order of
just take us from the top.
From the very top. Well, we started trying in November 2024. So it was a long year and only a few people knew. I don't think I told my family until September maybe of 2025
that you were trying.
Yeah, that we had been trying for just about almost a year. And
cuz was it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, cuz going into 2025, my husband and I were like, okay, this is the year, we're ready. And it was not our year, which is absolutely okay because now it's like a blessing.
Yeah.
But if you've struggled with infertility or just pregnancy in general, the first few months you're kind of in denial. And then after it hits a certain month, I just kind of lost it. And so I feel like last year I was grateful because I was busy almost every single month with travel, with things happening in our lives. And so I was like, oh, it's okay because next month I'll be here. Oh, it's okay because next month we have this going on. Oh, it's totally fine because next month I have this event. And then it became to a point where the last event that we really had was your vow renewal. And I don't know if you noticed this or knew at all, but when we got and drove up to your parents' house, when we got to Paso, I had just had a very bad meltdown.
No, I didn't even notice.
That's good because I was like sticking my head out the window trying to like air out my face because I didn't want anyone to know like I just spent the last hour just bawling my eyes out in the car. And that was September 2025. So I think it was just my husband and I had a long drive up to Paso. And so we're talking about things and setting stuff into place, and things were just becoming a little bit more real of we got to get it figured out. We need to start looking at doctors, seeing infertility specialists, like what's going on here. And then it just got hard with our schedules. So we had dinner with a couple that we met out here in early December, and they shared some of their struggles and shared their doctors with us. And so we had set into plan like, okay, starting January 1st, 2026, we are putting into place our doctor's appointments to start like our infertility going into the year. And then sure enough, right, like 3 days before the new year, I found out I was pregnant. It was a shock.
Yeah.
Because that day, I just felt like out of sorts, just forgetful of things. I teach all the time, and I was teaching a class I've been teaching for almost 11 years. I forgot everything. It was probably the worst class I've ever taught. I could not hear the music. I could not remember a setup that I can do in my sleep. I forgot the order of things. I almost forgot like a whole section of class. It's like,
Mm.
what is wrong with me? Am I getting ill? Like,
Yeah.
what is up? And I was just like meandering through the market and I was like, you know what? I'll just take a test. If it's negative, it's negative. Like, we're going to start like seeing specialists
Yeah.
next month. That test lit up positive before I was even done peeing.
Oh.
I was like, oh, we're positive?
Mhm.
And it was so like anticlimactic telling my husband too, because he was in the other room taking a nap, as he always does.
Big napper.
He's a big napper, that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. He's like, did you fall in? I was like, um, I just took a pregnancy test. And he got up so quick. He's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. He's like, do you have another one? Like, take another one. And sure enough, that one turned positive really fast. I had another test too. I took like 3 or 4, and they all, like, right away said positive.
Mm.
And I was like, wow, whoa, okay, here we go. And I had plans to be in California the first week of January, first and second week of January. And Katie at the time was in Florida, and her and I were just FaceTiming as we always do.
Mhm.
And do you want to tell the story of how you found out?
Yeah, so this just goes back to my doomed Florida trip over the
Yes.
break, which I know you were all well familiar with. And it was just like one thing after another. And then I was FaceTiming her. I was like, and I started my period today, like, of course. And I was like, oh, you probably started yours too, because Amy is the ringleader of the period gang.
She
And
sure
she
is.
got us all on her cycle.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
so me, Ava, Kelsey, Amy, I assume Jamie at this point,
Yeah.
are all in the same, like, we literally all start within like a day of each other.
Mhm.
And so something about Amy's pheromones, I can't.
They're
Um,
strong.
they're strong. Um, so I was like, "Oh, you probably started your period too today, right?" And her face got like all like instantly I knew she was pregnant. She just like kind of clammed up and like froze, and I was like, "Oh my God, you're fucking pregnant." And she's like, "Mm-hmm." And I was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, I do not have a good poker face,
No.
and I was not prepared for that conversation to be brought up.
How long was that? Like, was that within a week of you taking your test?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
nice. Well, I'm honored that I was the second person to know. And really, your husband doesn't count because I'm your real wife, so it's fine.
truly.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm so
Um,
excited.
we're so excited. I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm excited, all the feels. And I would yeah, I started feeling probably all the first trimester feels while I was in California. And I'm very grateful that I was not filming any X Plus videos during that trip. Otherwise, I would have probably passed away.
Yeah. We
Yeah,
just did a lot of, and I'm glad I knew because I was like, I feel like we had a very lovely time
we
of
did.
vegging and not doing
Of vegging,
anything.
sitting around. It was great at nighttime. We had early
We
bedtimes.
had really bad times. There was no
um,
pressure to do or go anywhere
no.
or
Yeah, I don't think we went or did anything, really.
I need to footnote this
Oh,
episode. I've been sick all week, so I'm probably gonna be sniffling a lot. It's coming down.
oh, it's fine. Oh gosh. Ew.
Should I go blow
I'm
my nose?
yeah, you need to go blow that. Ew.
For the masses, we actually weren't gonna film this week because I've
No.
been sick all week. I'm, like, better now. I just, like, have,
Yeah. You
nasal
look good.
fluids. I went to work today. Um,
You look healthy.
yeah, I feel
Healthier.
fine. It's just my nose. And
Yeah, that's the
so we weren't
worst.
gonna film, and then what we we wanted to announce the pregnancy. Me, I
She's been
was a
waiting a long
pusher.
time for this.
I've been waiting. If you haven't checked out her reel, you need to. It's
Yes, go to Ava_Flava, and it's great.
It's great. We also reposted it on our
Oh, yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
account, but there was that, and then there was the reality TV news that's just been a bombshell this week. So I was like, "We have to film. We're gonna
Oh,
make it happen."
100%. Yeah, there's too
So,
much to talk about.
too
Too
much.
much going on in the world. Um, but yeah, that California trip, the first weeks of January, I was fighting for my life. I was feeling extremely nauseous throughout the day, and I don't think I taught as much. There's one day I taught the 5:30 and 6:30 AM, and it
Oof.
was and 7:30, I think. It was empower, align, empower, or empower, align, align.
And Power Line, it was a Friday, yeah, probably.
Yes. And then the next day we had an open house and I taught 3 classes back to back. I did end up telling the sales associate that worked that morning, because
Mm.
as I was driving there, I was on the phone with my husband, and I just started crying because I was like, "I'm going
Oh,
to throw up. I can't teach right now." Like, we have full classes. People are expecting, like, me, and not to be conceited, but I'm I do
the
well at
best.
what I do as far as teaching, and when I'm in town, people have an expectation of what they're going to get from a AVA class, is
Yeah,
what they would
it's
say.
if you haven't taken one, you're missing out. They're fantastic,
And so
but it's a lot of pressure.
it's a lot of pressure. Add in like a bunch of first time people coming in and out, and it was just a busy day. And so when I got to the studio, I probably was just like a tornado.
Yeah,
And the poor sales associate was like, "Oh my God." And so I just told her straight up, I was like, "Hey, please do not share this with anyone else right now, but I am pregnant. I am going to throw up any second. And I don't know how I'm going to teach these 3 classes right now, but I'm
yeah.
here. And if
You sold, like,
I"
4 memberships that day. You
oh,
crushed it.
girl, I was like, "Boop, boop, 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 boop." And so she was really sweet. She's like, "I'll put the trash can right here. So if you need to step out, like you just run into the dressing room so no one can see you, take off the mic and throw up." I was like, "Thank you." Yeah. She was
Who
really
was
sweet about
that?
it. It was Jenny.
Oh, she's so sweet. I mean, they're all so
She is
sweet,
very sweet.
but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know any one of them would have done it. I think I told Julie as well because she was also working one of the days I was teaching. And I, again, was not feeling well, and I said, "I am going to vomit everywhere any second, but I cannot have anyone know right now, like, it's way too early, like, it's taken us forever to get pregnant. I'm not ready for that."
Oh, Julie
She's
was
like,
probably so
"Oh,
excited.
she started crying, it was so sweet."
Oh, I love Julie so
She
much.
was so sweet about it, she was so thrilled,
She's,
but
like, absolute gem.
yeah, that was very hard because at the same time, we lost how many instructors? I feel like that
Oh,
week
that
we
month
got
that
that
week?
month, that
Yeah, I
week.
think within, like, a 2-week span, 3 instructors gave notice, like, for other job, moving out of the
Yes.
area, like, 2 of them were moving out of the area, and then 1 was a job change and, like, her schedule, whatever.
Yes.
But it was a big there was a lot happening that week.
A lot happening that week. People were calling out sick. I'm mm, yeah, I will share this. I'm not gonna say the name, but I showed up to one of the studios and one of the instructors saw me and she's like, "Oh, thank God." She's like, "I'm not feeling good. Can you please teach for me my next 2 classes?" I'm like, "If only you knew right now how much
Yeah,
I'm, like, swallowing back." I'm like, "Okay, fine. I'm only here because the ceiling is falling through at one of the studios. There's mold everywhere. Like, I should not be cleaning this up right now. Like, there's a huge flood in the dressing room. I'm cleaning it up. I was soaked. I had to, like, go home,
ugh,
shower, change my clothes. Yeah. But you know what? It kept me moving. And then I went home after that trip and I was unwell for a few months, a
yeah,
month and a half.
that was a contributing factor to our hiatus as well.
Yes. Yeah.
There was also scheduling issues, we just were all
Scheduling
over the place, but
issues.
yeah.
There's no way I could, like, sit here and talk and
Yeah.
not look like ill.
Yeah.
But I still showed up for everything else as far
You
as
did.
my job. Probably didn't do my best work. I know I didn't do my best work, but, you
I
know
can't think of anything you did wrong.
oh, that's good. I can think of a million things I did wrong.
M My brain doesn't go back that far anymore, so
I just felt so guilty every single day napping. I am not one to nap, but I could not physically get through the day without taking a nap. My husband loved it because he comes home from work and he goes straight to the bed and naps. I'm like, wow, what a dream. What a lifestyle to have. That's quickly going to not be the case. So I was
Oh,
like,
and if he tries that,
oh,
there
no,
will
no, no.
likely be violence involved.
Yeah, which we'll talk about. That will be a great
Yeah.
segue later on. But yeah, I was napping. I was working from my laptop in my bed from the couch. Like, there's no way I could sit at my desk and like get work done. I had to be like on a cushion, ready to like hit a
Yeah.
pillow. Um, but I made it through to my second trimester. The
How are we feeling today?
feeling so much better physically.
Yeah.
Physically, I'm back to working out. The most recent trip that I did to California, I probably felt my best. However, leading up to it, I did get the flu. The week I did start feeling good again, and I was like, okay, I have a week to get myself prepped and ready to film a bunch of classes and to be like a human being again.
Yeah.
And then the flu hit me, and that quickly knocked me down. And then I had a day of like feeling normal.
Which was also your husband's fault.
Also, my
Can
husband's
we talk
fault.
about your first ultrasound?
Yes, let's talk about my first ultrasound because I didn't have my first ultrasound until like 10 and a half to 11 weeks because there was a crazy snowstorm in Tennessee, ice on the road. So everything shut down. And I was kind of sad because my husband already had planned, he had a work trip. And so he wasn't going to be able to make it because my appointment kept getting pushed back. And I was super sad that I was gonna have to go solo to, like, my first ultrasound, which I know a lot of women do, and it happens, but it's also, like, disappointing,
Yeah. You're allowed to have
and
feelings about that.
yeah, but, the good Lord came through and gave my husband the flu, and but I was so rude about it because I thought for sure he had the man flu because the man is constantly coughing, he's constantly clearing his throat, he's constantly sniffling, he's always sneezing, and so I was like, "Oh, he just has allergies, like, get over it, you're fine."
Yeah.
And then the morning of the appointment, he woke up, like, extremely unwell. Like, I could see it in his eyes. I was like, "Ugh." And during the appointment, he was just like yeah, he did not look okay. And so I was super elated and just, like, excited. We saw the baby, we got to hear the heartbeat, and those are just special moments, and he started crying, which the man does not cry. He
Hmm.
had, like, maybe a tear or 2. I was lucky to see, like, a little water in his eyes when I walked down the aisle, but this man, he's a strong cookie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hearing that and seeing that, it was special. And then after the appointment, right across the hallway is urgent care. And he's like, "I'm so sorry, but we need to go in there. Like, I cannot survive another minute." I was like, "Okay, whatever." And so as I'm like texting with my friends and my family, the pictures of the ultrasound, they're also like calling me. They're like, "What are you guys doing now?" I'm like, "Oh, well, we're at urgent care
Yeah.
because is apparently unwell more than I am." Like,
Again,
again,
always ruining the moment.
always ruining the moment. And so we get into the doctor's office, and the man's blood pressure is like skyrocketed, like out of
That's
the
not funny,
roof.
but yeah,
No, it was hilarious. I was taking photos of him like looking
that was
like
funny.
he was dead on the
He was like,
yeah, he was. But karma is a true bitch. And like 2 days later, I was down with the flu.
Had you stopped guzzling garlic by that point?
My friends, how have we not talked about the garlic?
I know, it just came to me with the sickness talk.
So I had stopped doing the garlic um, when I found out I was pregnant because there's no way I could like throw one back, you know? And I'm convinced the reason I got pregnant finally was because of garlic.
Yeah.
The second I started swallowing garlic cloves, fertile myrtle over here.
Fertile Myrtle.
Yep.
Give it a try. You can't, if
Give
anything, you're
it a
just
go.
boosting your immune system
Yeah.
and
Got nothing
maybe,
to lose.
yeah, nothing to lose.
Give it a go. Swallow some garlic cloves. Maybe I'm
Shout out
onto
garlic.
something here. Shout out to garlic. Like, yeah. But I think, yeah, no, I did try to swallow a garlic clove and it came right back up. I was like, "Bleh."
Oh my gosh, it came like down and then up.
Yeah, it
How do you
quickly
not have like
rebounded.
holes in like your trachea or something, like or whatever tube
Yeah.
that goes down? I don't know.
And so I just like cut it up even smaller and was just
Oh,
doing
you
it
cut
like,
it this time.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I cut it in half and then quickly realized, whoop, the half does not work at this moment. So then
Mm,
we just cut it up even further and swallowed it. And, the hardest thing is being severely ill with an illness and pregnant at the same time.
yeah.
Like, there's stuff you can take that are okay, but at the same time, they tell you Tylenol is okay to take, but everything on the internet right now about
That's
Tylenol and
fake.
yeah, but like the last thing I want to do is
I took Tylenol. My kids are perfect.
yeah, they are perfect human beings. So, yeah, I did take a Tylenol one day because I was just like miserable. It's like
Don't
I
look at
need
the internet.
something.
The
I
internet's full of
can't
lies.
just like be the garlic is just not cutting it on its own. And so, um, yeah, that healed me pretty quickly. And then here I am, 16 weeks,
There you
second
go.
trimester, feeling physically good. I was out and about. I went to California and then I went to Utah. I felt like a human being again,
There you go.
minus watching all my friends drink magnum bottles of wine all weekend long. You know what's funny? That none of that bothered me until the limoncello came out.
Oh,
I was
you
like,
couldn't do
this
a
is
Shotzi.
cruel. This is cruel behavior from all of you.
We were so drunk by that point. No one
You
was
were. You
considering your
really were.
feelings.
No, no, no,
None of
no.
us knew what our feelings were. We were just
Nor
drunk.
did I think that would affect me. The limoncello shots. There's, yeah,
I didn't know you were such a connoisseur.
I, who doesn't love it?
I don't know. I would be sad about the wine. When I was pregnant with Wyatt, it was the first time I ever went to Paso. And I had to be everyone's like, my parents were up there looking for a house. Or maybe they had just bought
Yeah.
the house, and so it was our first time visiting them. And I had to be, like, the DD driving everyone to all the wine tastings, and I'm like, "This is fucking terrible."
Fun.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. I I have fun no matter what, drinking or not. Like
Yeah.
I'll make a good time. I knew for a fact though, when it was leading up to Scottsdale, I was not Ava at all. I was not who I felt like would be fun, or I just knew if I were to have gone, it would have been just like a bad time for me. And I didn't want to like put
Yeah.
that on you or Kelsey. And yeah, I felt very guilty, but you wouldn't have had the Ava Flava, and love. But that's the beauty about friendships is they're there through the good, the bad.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want you to see me in that time. I didn't want anyone to see me.
Kelsey threw up in a trash can, so,
She did. Yeah. And then hearing about the weekend they did have, I was like, oh, I could have been in good
we were in bed
company.
by 8 o'clock watching Gossip Girl every day.
Yes,
No, but I
exactly.
get it. That's, like, a lot of pressure. So,
Yeah. Um,
um, yay.
So feeling good, I'm working out again. Mentally, emotionally, it's been a roller coaster because I'm feeling better, I'm working out, but I why did I choose this profession of people constantly looking at me, constantly being in front of people, and during a time too where your body is, like, going through so many changes physically that you have no control over, and I'm someone that has had some issues with body image, some eating disorders very far back, and, um, yeah, in this period of time right now, being pregnant, it's very hard for me. I'm grateful and feel so lucky that we have a baby and there's something beautiful growing in me, and it's a true blessing, but there's so much emotionally that you really don't you're not prepared for.
Yeah, this is why I was trying to, like, gently encourage you to announce sooner rather than later, and I know a lot of
Yeah.
people think or, like, the standard is wait till you're 12 weeks or because that's when most miscarriages happen within, and I had a miscarriage at 6 weeks, my first
Mhm.
time ever being pregnant, and the only people I that knew were, like, my immediate family and Garrett, and then, like, I had to call out of work and stuff, so, like, Garrett had to tell my boss and stuff like that. I mean, I guess he didn't have
Right.
to, but, like, he did, and I was close with her, so it was fine. Um, but I really think, like, if something is gonna happen, it's actually, like and everyone's different, and you should absolutely do whatever serves, like, you and your own mental health.
Yeah.
But for me, it's was nice knowing that, like, I had a support system around me that could
Right.
support me if something did happen, and then if, thankfully nothing bad does happen, that in between stage where it's like, did I eat a burrito and I'm just fat or am I pregnant? Especially
Oh,
when
yeah.
you're, in front of people all the time and they're used to you looking a certain way and you can't
Mhm.
wear like baggy clothes because you're a fitness instructor.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess you can, but we just typically don't. And that's where it's like, if you just tell people, then they'll know and they'll stop staring as much in a, like, is she or isn't she way, like, they'll just know and be supportive, and so
Yeah.
but that's a hard decision that everyone has to make on their own time,
Absolutely.
that works for them.
Yeah. And I'm I did tell clients in Tennessee because it got to a point where specifically teaching a specific format, there's no way I could demo majority of the class anymore.
To
And
be fair, I don't demo anything in a line after the strength series at the bar.
yes, well, that one, it was easier to hide that I was pregnant,
Yeah.
teaching a line. It didn't feel good, um, but it was define, and there's a lot of,
Oh,
like,
that one. Yeah.
hand release push-ups. There's a
Like
whole
the back
course
extension
series.
cord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what it was, is a specific, class plan where the whole beginning part of the core section started off with, like, we would have to set up flat on our stomachs, and we'd be there for, like, a few changes. And I was like, "Oh, well, guess I'm telling people today." And they
Today.
were yeah, they were very sweet. They were very excited for me. Um, but when I go and take class, people are always looking at the instructors that are taking classes,
Mhm.
which is fine. I don't like it because I don't want people constantly watching me and looking at me while I'm working out. Weird, since I do that for a living. But
I
there's something about it where you just want to go in, work out, feel like a normal human being that's enjoying their workout without, like, looking across the room and all eyes are on you.
This is why I rarely take Pure Barre classes anymore, and I love it because it's changed my life. It's one of my favorite workouts. It is my favorite workout.
Yeah.
But now that I'm a teacher, what and even sometimes when I go to visiting studios, they're so lovely, but they're like, "Oh, and so and so's a teacher, a visiting
Yeah.
teacher. Like, look
I'm
at
like,
her
"Don't call me out."
if you don't know what you're doing or something." I'm like, "Please don't look at me." Like, I just came to work out. And like,
Yeah, I
especially at
just
my own
wanted to
studio,
be a
people know who
client.
I am. And for the most part, and then or the
Yeah,
instructors will be like, "Oh, so and so's in class." So it's like that's what now I feel like I can't modify. I have to like do everything
exactly.
perfect. I can't take breaks. Like it's just a lot of pressure where I'm just like, just let me sit in my corner.
Yeah, yeah, and, like, there's some stuff I'm starting to have to modify, and they're, like, looking at me, and they're, like, doing the modification. I'm like, "No, remember I'm pregnant."
And pregnant
Like,
people
I'm pregnant, and I have
listen
to
to what I do or
yeah,
say, not what I do.
yeah, I have to remind them too in the middle of class, like, "Hey, remember I'm pregnant and I can't do this. I can't demo it, so please do it full out." So, it's been interesting. Um, yeah, what's hard is not comparing myself to other pregnant gals of, like, people sharing that they're kind of on the same timeline as me, and they look like they're showing more, and then I'm like, "Am I not gaining enough weight?" Or, like, um, "Am I not, like, doing the right things?" Yeah, the mental my friend said it perfect today because she's also pregnant right now too, is,
Oh, your friend that's out there? The one? Like the
no,
couple friend?
no, not Kayla, but
Okay.
another one. She used to live in Tennessee, but they moved to Ohio. Kylie. Shout out Kylie. She
Oh,
watches the pod.
cute.
Um, she's also pregnant too. She's 7 weeks ahead of me, 10 weeks ahead of me, I
Oh,
think.
that's cute.
Uh, but she said it perfectly today to me because we like voice chat back and forth throughout the day of like how we're feeling, what we're
Oh,
experiencing.
that's really cute. You have like a pregnancy partner.
Yes. Oh, I'm so blessed that her and she also had some struggles too leading up to having her baby right now. So, or being pregnant right now. So, we're able to share like these emotions of every day of like living in fear. Like, is this too good to be true? Or like, what's happening in there? Is everything okay? Like, am I going to wake up one morning and have like the worst possible outcome, you know? So,
Yeah.
it's nice to chat back and forth, but she was like, "Yeah, it's like mental gymnastics every single day." I was like, "Yep,
Yeah.
that's a perfect way to explain it."
Yeah.
But, yeah, if you are a client of ours and you see me in California, please do not comment on my body or anything because that's where I've been having a hard time and struggling. Like, I know there's a beautiful thing happening, but it's very hard for me to yeah, be going through this physically. I don't know if that sounds vain or whatever. I know someone out
Doesn't
there.
matter.
Yeah, someone else out
Yeah.
there is feeling that way too. What did make me laugh though is some members out here, it was very sweet. They're like, "You're gonna bounce back so fast." Like, I was in my early 20s when I had my first, like 23, 28 when I had my second. So you're gonna be totally fine. I was like, "That's cute that you think I'm
23.
of those ages." I'm like, "Oh, no, honey. We're not in our 20s." So like, "What?" I'm like, "That's very sweet that you thought I was. I'm gonna hold on to that, but no, I
I
will
think
be."
because that's like the age of all the other teachers there, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of the gals on the schedule are, in their 20s, which is so funny because I feel I am now the elder when I used to be, like, the baby of the group. But now I'm the eldest, one of the eldest of the
Eldest.
bunch, I think. I don't
Yeah.
know.
It's full circle.
Full circle moment. That is my journey thus far.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm
And this whole
excited to talk
episode,
about it.
yeah, no, I'm glad we can finally talk about it. This whole episode is going to be about you and babies and pregnancy. We, as I mentioned at the start of the episode, we had a whole different segment planned on, which we're going to get to next week on meetings, micromanagers, and mental health. We have punted her away to next week because we're going to talk about today plot twist. It's the name of the episode. You'll see it on Spotify or YouTube. We're not okay, but we're pregnant. So We're talking about shifting priorities and what happens when life doesn't go to plan, which Ava's already talked a lot about, but going into kind of work and tying in being pregnant, um, pressure that women feel. I'm sorry, was it okay to transition?
Yeah, that's all I had.
Okay.
That's all she wrote.
Yay, we're excited for you.
Yay.
Um, but we're staying on the theme of like pregnancy and motherhood and working now that we're pregnant,
Yeah,
leaving Ava. I'm just part of the we. We are not
you
pregnant
are.
over here because we got, oh my gosh, I have to tell the viewers. So I go in for my annual like gyno checkup last week. And I knew it was an annual. I didn't really know what I was showing up for. I just thought I was there,
Yeah.
I don't know, for a pap smear and a good time.
Yeah.
And immediately I get taken back by who I know is the ultrasound tech because she was the ultrasound tech when I was pregnant with my kids. And I'm just confused, but I just go with it and I just follow her back. And then she's like, "Okay, so you're gonna undress from the bottoms down and we'll do your ultrasound." And I was like, "Oh, you have
You
the
have
wrong
me
person.
confused.
You know I'm not pregnant, right?" And I was literally terrified that
Aw.
I was pregnant and I just didn't know and she knew somehow, I
Yeah.
don't know.
You're like, "What do
And
you know that I don't?"
I'm like, "Hello." Um, and so she's like, "Oh, no, no, we like to do a, you know, semi-regular ultrasound just to see how things are going down there." And I was like, "Oh, well, great." And then so she like puts, the probe on.
Ugh.
And I haven't had an ultrasound since after I gave birth to my son 5 years ago. And she's like, "Okay, look, your uterus looks great." I was like, "Oh, no baby there. Great. Check. Check. We're not pregnant."
Praise.
And she's like, "Oh, there's your IUD. It's still in place." And I'm like, "Great."
Awesome.
2 for 2. So, apparently you still get ultrasounds when you're not pregnant. I just didn't know that. Or recovering from pregnancy. Anyway,
Crazy.
yeah, so we're gonna talk about what does this mean for work, which we're not gonna get super deep into because her and I haven't spoken about, like, literally what this means for work, but we're gonna talk a little bit
No.
about it.
No, and I haven't even spoken to my husband about it. I feel like I've been just like, I don't know, just living day by day, and now things are like actually real. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, we need to start putting things into place, some plans.
Are you guys gonna take a baby class?
Yes. Yeah.
Cute.
Um, the doctor showed me some classes for us, so I'm excited.
I didn't take one with Everett because at that point, you have one you know what you need to do.
Oh yeah, you know it.
And
You know the game.
Wyatt's, when I was there, we went and I was felt so bad. There was, like, this 16-year-old girl in the class, and, like,
Hmm,
she always brought, like, one of her friends from high school with her, like, she never had a partner, like, her parents never came, and, like, I just felt so bad
that's
for her.
sad. Yeah,
I hope she's
that's
doing good
hard.
things in life.
Yeah.
Um, talk about navigating ambition and motherhood, and just, like, the logistics. We're just gonna go into all of that. So,
Talk to me, Goose.
well, are you quitting? No, I'm kidding.
No,
Are you
you
retiring?
know me, I cannot not work. I
I need more than 2 weeks notice if you're gonna leave me, though.
no, I'm not leaving you. I was afraid
I will
that,
probably have to beg you in the hospital to stop responding
oh,
to
I will be
text
responding
messages.
to emails as I'm like having contractions. Like, this is how your email found me.
This is how your email found me. Contracting.
Contracting. No, I will not be leaving. It'll just look a little different, and we'll talk about that too and like
Yeah.
put things in place because um my husband travels, and so it'll just be planning ahead of time, more
Yeah.
things. So just
I think
putting
that's,
things
like,
into place.
yeah, like we've talked about in other episodes, like scheduling,
Mhm.
prioritizing, planning. We have, like, our kind of now second in command with Ava at the studio. She has a big trip planned, like, right around the same time Ava's gonna be out on
Oh my
maternity leave.
gosh.
So it's like, you can never when we talk about, like, timing, like, this is
Yeah.
like a Friends episode. There's never gonna be, like, the right time to have a baby. There's always
No.
gonna be something, even when, like, you are having, talking about last year was like there was this trip and then there was a vow renewal. Like there's always going to be something that comes up, and like you
Oh,
just
absolutely.
have to do like what's best for you at the end of the day and your family.
Yeah. And, I already freaked out when I saw that time request come through, also tied in with your time request and your time off around the same time. I was like,
Oh yeah,
"Ugh,"
I'll be on a Disney cruise when you're giving birth.
when I'm giving birth. I'm like, great.
It's gonna be great.
Next, it's going to be great. Um, so, we'll have an email automatic response to people of,
We'll get back to you in 30 business days.
we'll get back to you in 30 business days. Sorry. You can't cancel your membership this month. You can't freeze it.
I
Your
feel like
credits will not be extended.
shout
Sorry.
out to Sydney if you're listening. I know you used to listen, but I think you got behind. So you better listen to this episode. I'm gonna text her right now.
Oh,
She
better.
got a shout out on our franchise partner call for responding to the training emails so fast. So I think we should put her in charge of the
And
studios.
she hates that. She probably
I know.
was recognized for that.
For responding to emails so fast. So you know what, Sydney, you're hired. When me, Ava, and Julie are all out, you will be running the email account.
She would love to probably step away from that email account and go into ours. So
She would have fun with it.
she would have so much fun.
I
Yeah,
think so. So
she would do.
Sydney, you're hired. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
text her because she was texting me right now about something else. And you.
Or we put Jasmine on it, her wife. That would be
Oh
great. I
yeah.
would love to hear Jazz's responses to emails. I just feel like she would have the same energy as you
Yeah.
with emails. I don't know.
I need to deliver them a mattress, by the way.
A
They
mattress. Oh, are they
we're getting rid of
getting
our old mattress, and well, it's not old. It's a nice mattress, but
Yeah, it's a really
it's
nice
been
one.
sitting on my pool table for 2 weeks because we need to bring it to their house, and Garrett is the only one capable of doing such, and
It's so heavy.
it's so heavy.
Didn't
Oh yeah,
we lift it
I
up?
made you help move it when you were pregnant.
Where was Garrett? He was somewhere. And yeah,
Who the fuck knows?
but yeah, planning, scheduling, putting things into place. Are you telling Sid that she has to
I'm
listen to
texting
this
her.
episode?
Yeah, Sydney, you're hired. Both out in September. Me on a cruise. Ava having a baby. A bae. You're just having a bae.
Ava having a baby. Hey, it works.
Mhm. Um, so yeah, timing, you can't plan it. But what you can plan is when you know something's coming up, whether it's work, personal life, whatever.
She does not accept.
She, too bad.
Too bad, Sid.
You got a shout out on the franchise partner call for your email response skills. So sorry, you're too good at your job.
She wish she wasn't.
Um, we're also recording as I'm voice chatting you.
How does your voice chat thing do
Works
so
so
well?
good.
Yeah.
So if I'm doing it where I'm holding the phone and it's right next to my face, it
Yeah.
usually gets me pretty good. The ones that get super fucked are when I'm in my car and I'm like on the car Bluetooth. Those ones never come through.
I think that's my problem is because anytime I'm doing voice to text, it's because I'm in the car.
Yeah, I do it all the time because I don't want to use my thumbs. Because I'm
Yeah.
convinced like a couple years ago I got like carpal tunnel on my thumb, like it hurt to move because I was furiously texting away.
You
So
do
now I
have
just use voice to text.
Yeah, you do have fierce typing on the phone, and I have fierce typing on the laptop, on the
Honestly,
computer.
that's why I had to hang up with you. Was it yesterday? We were FaceTiming and you were typing and it was too much. I couldn't. It was like the audio sensation
You're like, "I
of
gotta
I
go."
gotta go. I can't. I made up some excuse to get off the phone because I couldn't listen
Yeah.
to you type anymore. I was like, it's too much. That happened to me at work though, because I'm also an aggressive typer. I was on like
Yeah.
um a Google Meet. We use Google Meet in my office. It's Team Zoom, self, same thing.
Yeah.
And I was typing as other people were talking, and someone asked me to mute out because they could hear me typing. I was like, no. I
Like,
just have an
"Sorry."
aggressive fingers. I don't know.
Ew.
I was told I walk with a purpose because people can hear me stomping down the hall. And I also type with a purpose because, oh, I have to respond to that one email today. Maybe. Anyhow,
It took her 10 days to respond to mine, so.
she can wait 24 hours. Where are my
Yep.
notes? Oh, Sydney distracted me from my notes. All your fans are commenting on your video.
Are they?
All right. Let's talk about slowing down
Ugh,
and
okay.
how you should slow
Down.
down.
I feel
Down.
like I've slowed down a lot.
Really?
Uh,
I mean, obviously, when
I
you were like
feel like
physically unwell,
when I was physically unwell,
your hours were lower that pay period. I did notice.
yeah, it was a lot lower. I was sleeping a lot.
Yeah.
My husband did make a comment. He's like, I really loved the first trimester with you. I was like, why? I was like a terrible, miserable human being. He's
Yeah.
like, no, I had a nap partner because he'd like come
Wow.
home from work and then I was like, oh, yay, nap time. And so we'd go take a nap and then we'd wake up and he's
That's
like,
nice.
wow. It's like, that's sweet. He has been very great as far as
Do you think he's gonna do night times with you? Or
oh,
have you
for
guys talked
sure.
about a schedule?
We have not talked about his schedule, but he's a very hands-on man, so I already know like that's not going to be an issue and taking turns and I mean, we have 2 dogs together, so we both have taken turns once upon a time with nighttime routines.
I don't know. 3 a.m.s hit different with a
They really
newborn.
do. Oh, I'm sure. And like feedings and all that. So,
I think what was hard for me is like everyone tells you to sleep when the baby sleeps, which sounds great in theory, and your husband clearly is gonna have no problem doing that.
oh,
But
absolutely
for
not.
me, I was like, well, that's the only time I have to like
Get things
clean and
done.
like get things done. And so also Garrett only took like a week off when I had Wyatt, so I was by myself for most of my
Oh
maternity
no.
leave. Yeah, I've never fully recovered. We might get divorced one day over it. Who knows? I'm kidding. Um It was it was tax season, he didn't own his own company yet, he's working for someone else, and it was a very
Yeah.
intense time, and I get it. But, yeah, when Wyatt would go to sleep, which she never slept the first 5 weeks because there was, like, weight loss issues with her and, like, milk
Oh
fat
no.
issues and all this stuff we were working through. Um, but when I was like, "This is the only time I have to clean the house," and then, like, he would come home
Yeah.
from work, and he would be exhausted, and I'm like,
Mm,
absolutely not, sir. Like, I've been with
no.
this screaming tyrant all day long. The house is a disaster. I have got no sleep. In the
Yeah.
30 minutes she did nap, I got, like, 3 dishes done, and I have to sanitize these fucking bottles, and it's, like, a whole thing. So,
Oh,
Everett was much better because we were in a different place in our lives and,
yeah,
he was able to take time off, and it was COVID, so, like, I basically wasn't working, and it was
that's good.
a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll definitely have to slow down in
Yeah.
certain areas and create like an actual schedule for myself because as of right now, my schedule because I'm not single, but I do spend a lot of time just solo
Yeah.
and it's just me and the dogs and so working for a job that's Pacific hours, I have taken advantage right now in the mornings to have like slower mornings where those are the times I teach. Those are the times now that I'm like working out. Those are the times I'm like getting all my chores done, like grocery shopping, cleaning, like all the items. And then by like 11 a.m. Eastern time, that's when I'm like fully sat. And then I just like, as things come up out here, I'll stop and then I'll come back to it like 8 o'clock and then I'm working till like, or doing things until like 10 or 11
Yeah.
PM. And so I know that's going to have to change and just setting like strict schedule times, which will be good for me. So I'm not like getting weird hours in, So
Yeah. And we've talked about that where I've like tried to tell you, like, hey, I can handle
yeah.
the evening questions that come through,
Yeah.
but you don't let me.
I, you know, I have such a hard time with like letting go of work. I think I've gotten a little bit better as a mentality of if I see you helping, it's not because I'm failing. Like, this
But
is your
I feel like
company.
you take it that way because then when I do help with stuff, you send me very non-emojied responses back, no punctuation. Like this
No.
morning when I like took care of a charge issue, you were like, "Thank you. I'm almost home." And I'm like,
I was
"I
doing
was
voice to
just
text.
helping. I'm sorry."
You know what? I think that the voice to text is picking up my like tone. And so I'm like, thank you. I'm almost home. But
You have to tell
clearly,
it to say it. "Thank you!" Exclamation point. You have to tell it to say exclamation point, or it won't put one in.
but that's how
Insert
I'm
happy
like,
face emoji.
that's how I'm saying it. And then I look back and read it. I'm like, oh, that's not how it sounded.
It's
Yeah.
how it was received. She's
Oh,
mad at
no.
me for helping her.
No. No. Um, but I'm like slowly letting go
I
of
hate
some
my hair right
items.
now. Sorry. I don't know what
Well,
happened to it.
at
It's
least
so
you show
short.
your hair. I just look like a bald human being all the time on the podcast.
No, we've talked about it. It's your bone structure, okay?
I do
It needs
have
to be showed off. Shown off.
truly, look at this. That is one thing I do every single day, ladies. Wash your face in the morning. It takes time, it takes 5 minutes. I do it while I'm trying to pick out my workout outfit for the day because that's what I live in. I just wash my face for that time. I'm like going down my neck, creating a
Oh.
chiseled jawline for myself, pulling up on the forehead because your girl can't do Botox right now.
Oh my gosh.
So,
News. Went to go I was taking a photo. Oh, yes. I went to dinner on Sunday with some of the moms from school for like a belated birthday dinner. Plus, it was another mom's birthday this upcoming weekend. We took a photo. First of all, I got
you look
stuck
so
under like
cute.
the overhead light and it was terrible lighting. And so it just showed everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I have so many wrinkles. And then I went to go text my filler girl and I was like, hey, I need to get in. Like, this is tragic.
Yeah.
It's been like a year and a half since I got filler and
Yeah.
not okay.
Luckily,
Look at
filler does last a
look at
long
all
time,
those lines. I
but
don't care about the forehead. It's like it's these lines right here.
yeah, I
You
don't
can't
wanna be
see
mean, but
on
I need
here,
to be
but
honest, like, yeah, you do need Botox, I'm sorry, friend.
that is mean.
No, I would expect you to say the same thing to me. So, you
Fine,
to
you need
me.
Botox and you can't get it for
I
good
do,
4
like, do
months.
look at how gross I am.
Why did you tell me? I didn't have time to think about my face.
You never, like, brought
You're a
it
bad
up.
friend.
No, I'm like, "I'm not gonna bring it up unless she brings it up," and then I'll tell you, "Yes, you do need Botox."
You should have told me, "Bitch, you got wrinkles." I don't loo Okay, so here's the thing.
You look beautiful, though.
We talked about this in Utah. We never take pictures together. I never
No.
take pictures of myself. So, I'm always taking pictures of my kids or my husband with my kids or my
Yeah.
dog or, like, whatever. I very rarely take pictures of myself, and so when I'm doing my makeup in the mirror,
Yeah.
I'm not, like, smiling or, like, making lines. I'm very, like, straight-faced,
Yeah.
and so I don't realize that the wrinkles have come back. And last time I went, I tried to get more lip filler, and she was like, "No, I'm not giving you any. You don't need
Your
any."
lips are totally fine.
I feel
I
like
will say
I
that.
need more. Just a little bit. I will say, though, I was at the dentist a couple months ago last month,
Mhm.
and the dental tech was like, "Do you have lip filler?" And I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "It looks, like, so natural." And I was like, "Ugh, that's the goal."
Yeah. Yeah. No, it still looks very good,
I think
but
I might have got a little bit in my bottom lip last time, but I don't think I've had my
mhm.
top lip done in almost 2 years, and
Mhm.
I think it still looks good.
It still has
The
great
men of
shape.
TikTok probably don't agree, but,
Whatever, suck it.
whatever.
Suck on that
Suck
top
it.
lip.
Please don't, though.
Please don't. Um, No, I feel like Amy has told me the same thing, and I was like, I really need Botox. And she's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, thanks.
Well, that's
She's
a very
like,
Amy thing to say.
yeah, yeah. And she's in that world. So
Profession.
yeah, she's in
Or
that
industry.
profession
Yeah.
industry.
Well, your girl is getting filler and Botox.
Yay.
Oh my God, it's so bumpy. And next Friday, a
Oh,
week
that's so
from tomorrow.
exciting.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
you're
think
gonna
I might
feel
do
so
more
good.
in my chin.
Yeah, that'll look good.
What we don't want to look like is Kelly Osbourne. Have you seen her new pictures?
Yeah,
What's with all the buccal fat removal? Like, I just don't know. I don't know what buccal fat is, but I see it in the head. Can we transition? Are we done with this topic?
sure, if you want to.
Do you have more to add
I don't know. Did you have
on
more to
being
add?
pregnant?
No, just like expectations of women and all
Oh,
that
sure. I guess we
jazz.
should talk about that. We'll come back to. Is it? Did I say Kelly Clarkson or Kelly Osbourne?
You said Kelly Osbourne.
I meant Kelly Osbourne. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about expectations. So I think you described it perfectly, where you were like felt bad about having to take a
Mhm.
nap. And I remember when I was pregnant with Wyatt, I was blessed with a super easy pregnancy, but with Everett, I like could not. And again, thankfully it was COVID, but we were still supposed to do like some like computer work, but we were home. If I was not lying in a dark room, if I sat up, instantly nauseous for like weeks. And so I was just
Yeah.
laying in a dark room and I felt so useless to the world. But also, like, you just gotta do what's best for you, and none of that other shit matters. And even like the other day, I was so sick and I literally started getting ready for work. And I am convinced I had the OG COVID. So February of
Yeah.
20, when did COVID start? 2020.
2020.
I have never been that
Never
sick in my
forget.
life. I had a cough for over a month. Wyatt had a cough for over a month. She got tested for every strain of the flu, every virus. Everything was negative. They're like, it's some weird virus. The world shut down in March 2020. She was on a nebulizer. I had gone to urgent care 3
Oh,
times and I just kept going to
yeah.
work. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm just sick. You go to work, probably spreading all my germs around.
Yeah.
And then on her birthday party day, her birthday is February 24th, so it's the end of the month. I was coughing up blood
Ugh.
and I was still teaching.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor, I
As
went to
one
urgent
does.
care. They're like, "Oh, you
Yeah.
have walking pneumonia." Gave me a shot of penicillin in the butt, which hurt like a
Oh,
motherfucker,
yeah.
and a Z-Pack. And then I still showed up to teach the next day. I went to the bathroom to cough up some blood. Like, this is what we do as women. And the other day, I was like, not this sick by any means. It was just like a head cold. But I
Yeah.
was exhausted because I was up from 12 to 4, couldn't sleep because my nose was running so much. I was blowing my nose. I was coughing. And I started getting ready for work, and I'm like, "Why am I going to work right now?" And then even I went and I, like, was Teams chatting with or Google chatting with people about some stuff, like, it's our, like, planning season, and then I went to go lay down, and I took a nap for, like, 20 minutes, and I, like, felt bad, even though I was literally taking a sick day, but, like, something in me, I was just like, "I have
Yeah.
to work, I have to work, I have to work," and, like, we need to figure out how to break this cycle because it's not healthy. So when you have your baby, please take time off.
I shall try.
You know what? I'm gonna delete you from Slack. I'm gonna change the email passwords. That's what I'm gonna do.
How dare
I'm gonna
you?
delete you from Club Ready.
Oh, no. No. Then I'll feel
You're
like
great.
you're gonna fire me. I did feel uh, was it yeah, it was last week. I made some mistakes at work and it did irritate you a little bit, maybe a lot of it. And a lot of it. I was like, this is the end of me. I'm a liability. I cannot be trusted. Like, what is wrong with my brain? Like, she's gonna fire me because I'm pregnant and
Well, that would be
I'm
illegal, so everyone remember that. You can never be fired for being
yeah.
pregnant.
But I was coming up with scenarios in my head of like reasons why you would let me go without it being like because I'm pregnant. But I would know that it was because I was pregnant.
Did you chat GPT it? What is my
No.
boss gonna say I'm getting fired for so that she doesn't have to say it's because 'cause I'm pregnant?
No, I mean, I gave out not some
It's
personal
fine.
information. And
That was, like, the worst day ever for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
Like, the stereo systems at both studios weren't working. I was getting texts about it all day. I'm like, "I can't fix it right now, like, I'm sorry." That
Yeah.
happened. I was under a deadline for work. Um, Something else, I don't know what was going on, but it was just
Yeah.
like that was the tipping point for me. I was just like,
For sure.
"I'm done."
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
I don't think we talked for, like, 2 days.
no, I'm the one where, besides my husband, I will give you space and, you know,
'Cause that was on a Thursday, I remember, and then Saturday
yes.
morning was also an annoying day because I had to go. I was tired and I had to go do stuff at the studio, and then remember I was driving to my son's baseball game where I just got there and I was walking up, and I was
Yeah.
late because of studio stuff, so I was already bummed. And you texted me, you're like, "Are you still mad at me?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No." I was like, I'm at Everett's game, I'll call you later."
Yeah. Yeah. It was totally fine. But, um, yeah, I just had a specific expectation on myself. And when I don't meet those expectations, I feel extremely guilty and feel like I'm failing, which I know I'll experience even more as a parent because there's so much stuff and things that are way out of your control when you are a parent. Um, so it's definitely great learning experiences and curves and all the things.
Well, this is a great pivot to a legal topic on pregnancy. So, just so everyone knows
Ooh,
in the workplace, you are not allowed to be fired because you are pregnant. You are not
no,
allowed to be fired if you have a baby. Your
yay.
employer has to provide you reasonable accommodations to do your job if physically you cannot perform the same duties.
Mm,
So, there are protections in place. So, chat GPT it as the people do these days.
everyone does.
Everyone does for legal advice.
Yep.
And make sure that if you feel like you're getting burned by your company because you are expecting or you're afraid to tell them you're expecting because you think it's going to impact something, you do have, at least in America, I don't know if you're listening overseas, w- check those chat GPT laws, but
Yeah.
at least in America, you have protections for your
Hmm.
job if you are with child.
Yeah. And
So,
I'm very grateful to be in a industry where I can still healthfully continue my job. It just looks different, modifications, and the physical aspect of it all, which I'm very excited. I just need confirmation from one person. She
mm,
needs to get back to me. But I will be certified as a prenatal and postnatal trainer. So when I am in California next, I will be filming pre slash postnatal Pure Bar videos for the app
for X Plus or
for X
for
Plus.
internal teachers. Oh, yay!
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm super excited about that.
I feel like we should talk about you doing, like, more trainings for teachers too, like, on Skooks, because I feel like that's an area. I know it's in the
Yeah.
manual and stuff, but it's an area of opportunity where I could film, like, some or even, like, some, Instagram content on modifications
Yeah.
that we can do, so we should look at
Anything
that.
for the mamas. We'll talk
Anything for the
to
moms.
we'll talk to our friends.
Or you can just do it for our studios too, it's fine.
That too. Yeah.
Oh, at our next team meeting, we can do reform plus pregnancy modifications.
Yes. Yeah, because that's needed.
I remember when I was super pregnant with Everett and before I owned the studio, I was in class and we were doing round back, which is like one of my favorite exercises. And I had a belly out to here and like my legs were on the full diagonal. And I remember Kristen was like, "Oh my God." I was like,
Yeah.
I know. And now,
Superstar.
yeah, pregnant women can do it's funny though when you do some of those ab movements, your belly
Mm,
becomes like a teepee
it does.
when you're
Yeah.
pregnant because like your abs are contracting and put the baby's there. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it looks real weird. Last thoughts on pregnancy. If anyone's seen the movie Prometheus, it's a prequel to Alien, and it's
Disgusting.
fantastic. But
No.
there is this scene, sorry to traumatize you, but you've already seen this,
You
it's
are
fine.
my husband because these are his favorite movies, and he made me watch this, and I was like, "Why? This is disgusting." Not recently, but
Well, if
this
you're
scene has haunted me forever.
this scene haunted me, and I'm pretty sure I don't remember when this movie came out, but I'm pretty sure it's before I had kids. But this is all
Yeah.
I thought about when I was pregnant and, like, the thought of having a C-section, which I did not have one, but shout out to the people that do because it's the recovery is, like, intense. But,
Yeah.
um, there's a scene in the movie where she gets pregnant by her boyfriend,
Mhm.
but her boyfriend or whatever he is already infected by the alien. And
Yep.
so it's an alien baby inside of her and it like comes out with all these little arms and like they have to like abort it out. It's like a whole thing. So don't watch it if you're expecting is my
No. No,
notes.
it's disgusting. Why?
Why?
You
I mean, it's
filthy
fake.
people.
And hopefully we don't have alien children inside of us, but
No.
it I will never forget that scene. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a unforgettable one.
I
Let's
haven't seen all the alien movies. I did like I think it was Alien vs. Predator. Is that the one Tobey Maguire was in? That one and, like, Forest Whitaker, I think.
maybe.
That one was
Hansi,
good.
wake up.
And I saw
Sorry,
Prometheus.
he's
Is he
having bad
snoring?
dreams.
Oh,
He's just like shaking a lot. He was in a deep sleep. Man. Um, yeah, those alien movies, no. Yeah, I saw Prometheus in theater. That was terrible. And then there's another one that recently came out. Um, and that was a little bit too real. As they like come out in today's day and age, they make it too real looking. And I'm like, no. The first Alien movie from the 80s or 90s, that
yeah.
one I was like laugh at. I'm like, this is so silly.
I'm
Like
pretty sure, like, the first Alien came out was it, like, the '70s or was it '80s?
could have
I'm
been
gonna
one of
IMDb
those
it.
either 70s or 80s. And yeah, the CGI, it's like
Terrible.
terrible, not great quality, just like silly. And then you see it.
1979 was the first
Okay,
Alien movie.
fun.
Um, yeah, I've only seen Alien. This has to be that one.
Um,
Anyway, I
yeah,
don't remember what I've seen. No, I don't think it was this one. Anyway, or maybe it was just called Predators. It was about the because there was, like, Alien versus Predator. I
yeah.
think it was just the Predators one I saw, and then I saw Prometheus. Can we
What
pivot to
else?
I just need to talk I mean, congratulations, we're very happy for you. Uh, I'm dead. We need to talk about I can't even say it, Taylor Frankie Paul.
Yes, we need to pivot, and I hope we had great insight, maybe connected with someone that's pregnant or had recently been pregnant or has some fears that I'm experiencing. You're not alone. No one's alone.
It's
Everyone
okay
has
to
a different
be fearful.
experience. It's
Oh,
okay to
one
be
more
fearful.
plug I wanna make is for a
Mhm.
book. It's called Expecting Better.
Yes.
And I stumbled upon it for my second pregnancy because my first one, I was all like holistic, like, crunchy, didn't want
Mhm.
my child to have any chemicals or anything like that. I did everything right. And then so I didn't start drinking coffee until after I had Wyatt. Like I never drank really caffeine before that.
I don't know how you
Um,
survived life.
I didn't have a child. And so I was a spry 20 something. So, hello. Do you want to say hi to the fans?
Hello.
Hey, G baby.
Do you know Ava's pregnant?
Yes.
Oh.
Did you know I announced it to the world? You didn't
She
like
announced
or
it to the
comment.
world today. You didn't like her comment on it.
Oh, I didn't like it?
Did you see it?
No.
Rude.
Have you been on Instagram?
I was on Instagram.
Yeah,
Where would you like it at?
TikTok.
She's not on the talk.
I'm not on the talk.
You're not friends with her on Facebook, so I don't know where you would see that.
Okay,
Anywho,
bye.
anywho, anywho,
Anywho.
anywho. Yeah, so Expecting Better, it's a great book. It's written by an economist, and she basically dives into the studies of all the myths of pregnancy.
Yes.
So there's several chapters in this book. The only 3 I read were caffeine, sushi, and alcohol. I don't wanna misquote anything, but basically, you're fine. So read the book.
Basically, you're fine.
Everything's fine in moderation.
Yes. And even my doctor, do what feels right for you
Yeah.
as far as like for me, caffeine, first trimester, I had one sip of coffee and it tasted like nickels. And
Mm.
that made me so sad because I don't know how to live a day without coffee. And my friends, I lived 30 plus days without it and I was
That's
unwell.
a rough life.
And then I think I was with you all at it was in Utah. Yeah, it was in Utah, or I was having it before. It was the week I was in California. I was like, there's no way I can get through everything that I'm doing out here in this short amount of time without caffeine.
Yeah.
And so I had coffee, and it was a perfect timing because you gave me that book. And it was, oh gosh, I forget how many exact milligrams, but it's equivalent to a 8-ounce or 12-ounce pour of coffee is what you could have a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
it's like that. Sushi is fine. I'm not a doctor, ask your doctor everything, but according to this book, I'm quoting, um, the biggest concerns with sushi are like foodborne illnesses and then
yes.
mercury. So
Uh-huh.
don't eat like shark and swordfish and like the bigger fish, which I don't eat anyway. Go to a reputable sushi spot. If you wouldn't eat there when you weren't pregnant, probably don't eat there when you are pregnant, and
No.
you're fine.
Yeah.
Alcohol, I think it was like you can do 3rd trimester equivalent of like 1 glass of wine a week. Like it's fine. Like so when I was pregnant with Everett, like we'd have dinner, I'd have like a sip of my husband's wine at dinner
Yeah.
every night, but just like 1 sip just to like, So and also like there was something with the main study that people quote for pregnancy, like fetal alcohol syndrome, like issues, like something like some crazy number, like 50% of the people in that study were also like crack addicts or something. So read the book. There's actual details about
Yeah.
like the real numbers behind that, but I'm paraphrasing. But it's like, was it the crack or was it the alcohol? We don't know.
Right.
So,
Exactly.
anyway, just talk to your doctor, do what's best for you and your body. If that's totally holistic and clean, that's amazing. If it's
Mhm.
moderation in a way that works for your body and your doctor and like what you believe in, that's great too. Your baby will be fine.
Amen.
Unless you do crack, I wouldn't recommend that, but
Wouldn't recommend.
we don't recommend the crack.
Yeah. I did have crack though. I was craving it so bad.
Oh, yes,
And
you
as
just had
in
crack.
crack, I mean Mountain Dew, baby. I
That
have not had any
is straight
cravings.
crack.
Yeah, I have not had any cravings at all with this pregnancy. And except for one singular day, I woke up and I was like, I need the dew. I
Have you
need that
ever
Mountain
had
Dew.
Mountain Dew?
I don't think I've ever had Mountain Dew
I don't
because
even know what
my
it tastes like. My parents would never let
mom,
me drink it.
yeah, my mom would never let us drink it because she paraphrased it as
Crack.
though, yeah, as if it was crack. And so I
Yeah.
always assumed that Mountain Dew was a drug. And so,
I was never allowed to drink it growing up, and so I don't even know what it tastes like.
well, let me tell you, that day was my most productive day in my first trimester.
It's crack.
I was ready to go. I conquered so much in that day. I was riled up, and then I quickly crashed at the
You know
end of
what's
the
so
day.
funny is I had a similar craving with both pregnancies. For Wyatt, it was just regular Coke, which I can't even tell you a time I had regular Coke, so I don't even know what it
Yeah.
tastes like. I just knew I wanted regular Coke. Like my
Huh.
parents never, like we never really drank soda growing up. And if anything, we were allowed to drink like Sprite or Sierra Mist, and that was it.
Hmm.
And
Good choices.
I wasn't like a big soda drinker before. Now it's like if I don't have a Diet Coke a day, I'm dead. But I never drank regular Coke, and that's all I wanted. And then with Everett, I only wanted Mexican Cokes. And so
Huh.
I like single-handedly kept Chipotle near me in business during COVID because they sold Mexican Cokes, and I would order it on
Oh,
DoorDash all the time because we were locked down. And I was like, I just need a Mexican Coke. And I'm sure
yeah.
I'd had one when I'd been to Mexico before, but like not, like maybe one or two in my
It's so
life. And it's like,
random.
that's the only thing I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Random.
We'll see if cravings start coming, but yeah, I asked my doctor yesterday, I was like, is it weird that I have like no cravings and like not extreme hunger? Like I'm just living my life as I normally would, minus like drinking, um, having like 5 cups of coffee a day. I'm down to 1. She's like, "No, you're healthy. Like
Yeah.
your body was healthy before this, so it's just like doing what it knows to do."
Yeah. But the only thing I had was the Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And it was more like food aversions, like you had your coffee and stuff, but it didn't last
Oh, I
forever.
was so sad. I was so sad with the coffee. And then even the thought and like smell of wine made me want to gag. And the thought, okay,
That's sad.
Chick-fil-A. The
Has that come back?
No, I will not touch a fried chicken sandwich. It makes me want to gag. But
That's
I
truly
will have
tragic.
their chicken wrap. Yeah, this baby is so healthy. It's like
Yeah, what do you eat?
it's telling me, "Mama, tonight I want salad." So tonight I had salad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had salad for dinner with like a little quesadilla I made.
Wyatt was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and regular
Mm,
Coke, and then Everett was
yeah.
Chipotle with Mexican Coke. That's what.
Oh, you know what else? Maybe these are cravings. I don't know. I'm just like, I'm at the market and I see it and I get it, which is just like a normal behavior for me. And I saw rice cakes. I was like, ooh, that sounds really good. So I got some rice cakes. I'm going to put some peanut butter and honey on it later.
Yeah, you're like the
And
most healthy pregnant
that
person
will
I've ever
be
met.
my little snack. It just sounds so good. And like, I ate a whole thing of fruit the other day as like a snack. I was like, ooh, okay, something else. Do not say this to a pregnant woman. Oh, you're eating for 2.
No.
Get off. No, I was somewhere last night and they had brownies as dessert. And so naturally, I got 2 brownies because I would do that even not pregnant.
Yeah. Who doesn't
And
like a brownie?
one of them, it's always the men. They're like,
Always.
oh, eating for 2.
Men should just be quiet all
They
the
should just
time.
be quiet.
Don't speak
Always.
unless spoken to. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. I'm like, please stop.
God, it's
And
like the men in my office with the burrito commentary.
they just don't know how to like speak to people
No.
other than they're kind.
They need to all go to an island and speak to each other like that, and then we can just live
Oh,
here
they would
without
probably be fine.
annoyances.
Yeah.
They would be fine.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. Stop saying, oh, you're eating for 2.
No, I'm
No,
just eating, okay?
I'm just eating.
Do you have a
Okay.
comment on it? Do you wanna talk about it? You wanna talk about what you eat in a day? You wanna talk about what
Sir,
you look like? I didn't think so. Sit down.
sit down. Be humble.
Ugh, love that song.
um, yes. How did we get there?
I don't know. Taylor, Frankie Paul. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
So we
Quick pivot.
started with lightness, and we're going
Yes. And
RIP to the season of The Bachelorette that never was.
we have to take it back to Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And let's take it back to
Yeah.
season 1 of how it started
Okay.
with domestic violence.
First episode.
First episode, right out the gate, they had to stop filming because of this domestic violence.
She went to jail.
She went to jail, and this is how we started the series. And Whitney Levitt said it herself that Taylor is a liability to Mom Talk, and she is. Like, yes, she made
Clearly.
them all famous because of her swinging scandal. But she is a liability, and
Well,
it's
let's start
sad. It's
first.
unfortunate.
Yeah, let's start first by recapping the current season. If you
Current
haven't
season.
binged it, skip ahead.
Yeah, if you haven't binged it,
if you haven't by today, like we can't
exactly.
help you.
We can't help you. So the season up until episode 8 and 9 was like a huge nothing burger. So the last 2 episodes, I think it was the whole Dancing with the Stars, Jen and Whitney drama, which don't even get me started
Jen
on the
needs to
Afflecks.
take a seat, okay? She needs a piece of humble pie. She was not a good dancer. Whitney was an outstanding dancer.
Yeah.
Whitney let her family move in with her, and all of a sudden she's not a real friend. Like,
let us not forget when Jen was going through some, what was it? Pregnancy, depression.
yeah, and none of the girls liked
Whitney
her.
was there
Whitney
for
was
her.
there. The
Yeah.
only one. Like,
Yeah.
Jen, you're jealous. And I did see an ET interview she did the other day about how she regrets how she behaved and stuff. I'm like, and it's too late. You were clearly trying. You're the reason Whitney didn't win the show is because after you got eliminated, you had this whole online campaign about how you weren't supporting Whitney and she was a bully and all this
Yeah.
stuff. And oh, well, now the new season dropped and
Yeah.
you were actually the bully the whole time. I've never liked Jen. I like her even less now.
Yes.
Zach is an absolute little gnome troll that needs to go back to Arizona, wherever you guys went for a hot second and just stay there. Okay.
Stay there.
Goodbye, Jen.
Yes, if you did not watch Dancing with the Stars, what are you doing? But the exact scene, I remember watching it live of Jen getting eliminated and Whitney's face. I too would laugh
I don't think
because
she was laughing though. When I watched that, I said she's relieved that she didn't go home, and then immediately
yes,
was like, "Oh shit, my friend's going home." Like that's what I took out of it. I don't
they
feel
were
like it
not
was a
friends at
laugh.
that moment. Was that after they got into that blow up fight?
That was before. Because
Okay.
I think Jen was already eliminated, and then they were talking about how she
Yes.
tried, Whitney tried to reach out to her, and she's like, "I didn't want to talk to you because I was eliminated. I was depressed."
Yeah.
You deserved to be eliminated. You were a shit dancer. I'm sorry, you weren't good. And Whitney was better. That's just how it is. And it's just she literally has. I've never liked her. Goodbye. And
Goodbye.
also, one other note on Whitney and Dancing with the Stars. They all got mad at her for saying that Whitney only came back to the show because of Dancing with the Stars, which Whitney has said essentially.
Yeah.
But also when they were showing Miranda and Miranda's in her confessional, I love Miranda, but she
Yeah.
was like, yeah, people were accusing me of only coming to the show for clout, which if I hear that word one more fucking time, I'm going to lose it. She's like, no, I came for money. And I was like, that's exactly what Whitney did. That is the same thing. So you guys can't judge her for doing it. You're all on the show for money. That's the only, you guys aren't doing this because you're trying to spread some message about charity and positivity and light in the world. You're all there because it's a job. She is too. Get the fuck over it. I'm sorry.
I
This makes me
can't.
really heated because Whitney is just a national treasure, and these women don't see it, and they don't deserve her.
They don't, and that's why she is thriving right now. We love you, Whitney.
We love you, Whitney.
We love you, Whitney. We're your biggest fans. Please give us tickets to Chicago when Mark Ballas is. Finn.
I am so mad. I'm going to be to New York 3 days after that run ends. I did get to see her though, and yeah, maybe. But let's also pivot back. The rest of Mom Talk at this point is unwatchable. And Dad Talk needs to go away. This show is called Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. We didn't ask for the dads. Theodore Chipmunk, whatever his name is, of Alvin and the Chipmunks, needs to go away. Jordan is just bleh. If I have to see the dads have all this screen time, I mean, the fact when at the last reunion, which we talked about, when the dads got a whole segment on their own, show is not about them. Yes, they're going to be on because they're part of it. I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep going. But I'm very passionate about this topic. This show used to be so good, and they've completely ruined it with dad talk, with overusing the word clout, with overusing the word triggered. If I have to hear clout or triggered in a sentence again, I will go to my grave. So if you want to kill me, that's the way to do it. And Jen Affleck. That's it.
And Jen Affleck. Those are the 3 causes of death.
The 3 causes of death.
Oh my. Yes, dad talk it's not necessary. It was a big waste of time for the first few episodes. The only person that deserves to be there in dad talk is Connor.
The
That is our
only
man.
redeeming man, and he is not even
Yes.
technically part of Dad Talk this season because he's in LA the whole time,
Exactly. Supporting his wife.
as they all should because the wives
Yes.
make all the money. You guys aren't making shit except unnecessary commentary.
Exactly. It's yeah. I think
The fact that Jordan's agent or manager or whatever got them Vanderpump Villa, what do? You don't have a job.
no.
You're not Mom Talk. You're just not.
No.
I'm not on the talk, so I don't see the numbers, but I just feel
No.
like they're not.
I would question that agent.
Right?
Yes, dad talk, terrible.
And then Taylor Frankie Paul.
Taylor Frankie Paul.
The
It
Dakota Taylor saga is
the
exhausting.
episodes, it's hard because I've never been in a situation of a toxic relationship to that extent
Yeah.
because in my eyes, I'm like, why are you upset that he's talking to other girls? Like, why do we care? Like,
Why do
yes,
you
he's
care?
your
You're
baby
dating
daddy.
other people. You're gonna go on The
Yeah.
Bachelorette and date 30 men.
Yeah, exactly. You're about to be the bachelorette. You're going to date all these men. You have a man coming over to your house, meeting the other girls.
At the end of the day, it's
Like,
because she's not over him and she's still in love with him.
exactly.
And
I'm like, why? And yes, he's probably, like she has said, saying all the things like he loves her, he wants her back. But like, what is she saying too?
yeah,
And for him to like keep doing this, I mean, it's a two-way streak. At first, I was like, Dakota is the issue, which I'm sure he is. He
but she's
has
also
his
the
faults.
issue.
Yes, it takes two to tango in this. And um, the fact that the show allows him to be part of it, it's just like mind blowing still.
I mean, they're doing it for ratings, but
But
at this
at
point,
this
it's
point,
exhausting. Like it's the same shit over and over. It's
so
unwatchable.
exhausting.
I
And
texted Kelsey and Ava because they had already finished it and I was behind. And I think I was like halfway, I think I was on episode 6. And I literally texted them. I was like, I fear this show is unwatchable. Like, it's just not interesting. It's the same stuff over and over again. I I can't deal with like the constant Dakota
yeah,
Taylor nonsense. It's
yeah,
just
it's never ending.
tired.
It's very tiresome, and then watching her speak to her mom was
Oh,
terrible,
disgusting.
disgusting, and then she goes, like I don't know the timeline of when she went to her hometown to get closure with her dad and his past and all of that. I'm like, "This is a little too late to be doing this if you
Yeah.
want closure before you're going to be like on a show where the premise is to find your husband. If you're not mentally, emotionally ready,
It's too
don't
late.
go. It's
Like, you
too
shouldn't have
late.
even had conversations with them. I'm
No.
also honestly floored that the executives at ABC and Hulu and just it's all the same company thought this woman was mentally stable enough to be the Bachelorette and that none of this would have transpired to have to literally
Yeah.
the show was supposed to premiere in 3 days, or I guess this is gonna air on
Yeah.
Friday, so 2 days. To have to shelve an entire season because of all the nonsense that has ensued since then, like, the fact
Yeah.
that she wouldn't go to the airport with her children and her
That was
mom to
really
fly to
frustrating.
LA because she was so sick. Like, no, you weren't sick. You were mentally like you
She
just
slept
slept
with
with your
Dakota.
baby. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
slept with your baby daddy when you're gonna go meet all these men to like find a
Yeah.
stable husband and relationship. Like, you are not well. And the fact that they went through with a whole season and like spoiler, not spoiler, because it's never gonna air apparently. What I heard is she gets engaged, and then within a month of the show concluding, her and the guy she gets engaged to break it off. She breaks it off with him, whatever.
Yeah.
And then this fight happens, which broke in the headlines this week of between domestic violence incident between her and Dakota.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's wild. And I
It's
do
insane.
not know what's going to happen with that show. I wouldn't be surprised if it
It
gets
can't continue at this
canceled.
point. what is there to film and talk about? And I don't want to watch them talk about domestic violence. I don't want to see Dakota on my screen. I don't want to see Jordan on my screen defending
Ugh.
Dakota. I only want to see Jesse and Macy like, at this point, and
I
Whitney.
like
And I know she doesn't want anything to do with this now. Like, she's doing bigger and
yeah.
better things.
I like Miranda. Layla I cannot stand. She tries way too hard to make herself relevant. And
Mm,
whatever doctor prescribed the 99-pound girl in the show GLP-1s needs to have his license revoked or her license revoked.
that was really sad to see too.
Yeah. This is, yeah, people are way abusing those drugs, and
Mhm.
she did not need them. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But also she just keeps trying to insert herself into situations to like have a storyline, and and we talked about this last season too. It feels so forced that it's just like it comes across cringe.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I
Jesse's been
mean,
annoying me this season though.
it
I did
it's
feel really
frustrating because
yes.
of the whole Jordan thing. It's like you
Yes.
are this beautiful, beyond successful woman, and then watching her, like, crush or, like, break down because she's looking back at her prenup, or was it yeah, her
It was a
prenup,
prenup, yeah.
and that it wasn't fully signed, and she's freaking out because if she were to file for divorce, she's stating that he would be likely to take everything, and that's just disgusting.
Well, half, but yeah, it's unfortunate that that's her situation, but it's also like no re I know it's easier said than done, but she has enough money, that's no reason to stay married, like, in a toxic relationship.
Oh, for sure.
The kids absolutely feel that, and I think, like, the one thing I did like what Chase said,
Mhm.
I'm not really a big Chase fan, but, um, when
Which one
he's
is
like,
Chase?
Miranda's baby daddy,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
when he's
Oh,
like,
ugh.
"Well, this is why your wife's sleeping at a Hyatt 3 nights a week," or something, and it's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
because you guys have a toxic relationship, you're only staying together for the money. And your kids absolutely feel that. And like, is it better to have parents that are happy and not together or miserable and
Well,
together? I'm guessing it's 9 out of 10 times, 10 out of
happy and
10
not
times.
together.
Yes,
I
thank
would
you. From the
enjoy.
child of divorced parents. Thank you.
Please, for the sake of the children. I know it's so hard being a parent and wanting to do the best for your kids, but your kids feel it, they experience it, they see it, they understand it more than you know, and it affects them more than you know. And going into their adult life, you better be prepared for the therapy that comes with it.
Yeah.
So, for the sake of your children, separate, please.
Please. Please and thank you.
Please. Please and thank you. Yes, it's gonna be a tough conversation to have with them, but they're gonna get a better, healthier home life of not, like, being afraid every single day to come into the house and walking on eggshells, like, "What version of my parents am I gonna get today? Is there gonna be a huge blow up fight tonight? Am I gonna get in trouble for, like, forgetting to, like, do this or that around the house because there's already so much tension, you know?" So,
Yeah.
please, for the sake of your children, leave,
Yeah.
leave. And then this ties into what came out today with Taylor Frankie Paul, the disgusting video
It's
of
terrible.
yes, it was from 2023, but there's no excuse. There's no you do not do that to another human being, and especially with a child in the same room.
And the fact that so if you haven't seen it, Taylor Frankie Paul's essentially attacking Dakota. Her daughter is on the couch, who's sub 10 years old. I don't know how old she is technically,
Yeah.
but she's a child. Not that in any age it would make a difference,
By the
but
noise of the cry
like
and
5.
whimpering, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a under 7-year-old is
Yeah.
what I'm assuming.
So she's assaulting him. She starts picking up bar stools and throwing them at him. One of them ricochets allegedly and hits the child. Even if it doesn't, you hear the kid screaming.
Mhm.
Dakota, who I don't like as a human, but he's the only one trying to, like, console the child while simultaneously
Yeah.
trying to tell Taylor to stop, and it's it was such a heart-wrenching video as a parent to watch, like, I would hope
Oh,
that my
no.
children would never, ever, ever be in a situation like that, whether it would ever I can confidently say this would never happen in my house, but also, like, if they were ever at a friend's house and, the parents got in a fight or something, but, like, it was so distressing that that behavior you would think is acceptable to do in general as a human being, but especially around a child is just like I lost any sense of respect for her I had.
Yeah.
It's gone. And
It's
the show deserves like Bachelorette deserved to be canceled today, which it was. So
exactly. I'm happy that they canceled her season. There's no way they could have. Yeah, they can't support that. And
I don't think Dakota's an angel. I think he's definitely part.
no,
I'm sure
he
he has abused her too. But I just like
absolutely.
it's too
Whether
much.
it's verbal, whether it's in defense, whatever it is, he's not like clean either.
Yeah.
It's questionable the video release of it, but I think only because I've saw videos of this of like the girls in the past saying that anytime there's something like exciting happening within Mom Talk, any premiere, Dakota ruins it somehow.
Well, I think he released it, or whoever released it, which was obviously someone connected to him if it wasn't him,
Yeah.
because when the news came out that there was this recent domestic violence incident last month, and the news at least framed it as she was the aggressor.
Yeah.
She went on this press tour she was doing for Bachelorette and saying like,
Mm.
I'm just like here to protect my family. And like she was basically like
Yes.
on the defensive of like, no, he was the aggressor. And so I think that's why the video got released.
Yeah.
Um, personally, because obviously
Yeah.
he held on to it for 2 years for a reason. So
Right.
it's just really sad.
It's sad. It's disgusting to see. It's everywhere on the internet right now.
I need Mom Talk to release a statement though, because I really need to know what they're thinking.
I need them all to release something. They probably
And on the heels of Whitney's big week, it was the highest grossing week ever of Chicago.
she's living it up.
Yeah.
Proud of her. She got out.
She got out.
She got out of Utah. She did it.
She did it.
She
She
did it.
escaped.
She escaped. Yeah, it was crazy. I was so excited before watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives season 4 for the Bachelorette season. We had plans as friends to like be watching it together somehow
Yeah.
with our schedules. Like I'm sure it was going to be a great season. But then yeah, the timeline of Hulu dropping season 4 paired with the premiere of Bachelorette was not good.
Yeah. Someone's
But,
getting fired at Disney right now.
someone's getting fired at Disney and, um but you know what? It worked out. I think this is a blessing in disguise for Taylor, for her to physically and actually get the help she needs
She needs like
because
clinical help. Like she can't, whatever
there's
therapist she had is not working for her.
yeah, it's very unfortunate, but you yeah.
It's one of those things I feel like you need like a rude awakening of like, no, like this is actually what's happening. This is your reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard someone say this somewhere where like I think she viewed The Bachelorette as an opportunity for like business and not like an actual thing for her love life. And I feel so bad for the
Yeah.
men that were on
Yeah.
that season.
I
There's
think that's
probably
spot
like
on.
very eligible bachelors, so we need ABC to like whip up something real quick. Like we
Well,
need
share your idea because I think it's a very good idea.
yes, it's a great idea. Maybe I heard it somewhere else because Kelsey also had the same idea. So maybe we heard it somewhere together, but they need to bring in the most eligible bachelors from her season. Doesn't need to be all 30. It can be like 20, 15, I don't know, 10. Bring them in. Bring in Miranda or bring in someone else that is in that realm, but not toxic.
Yeah. Miranda's a good candidate. I think
Yes.
yeah.
Bring her in, do Love Island type version where we're getting next day video coverage of their love life
Yeah,
playing out. I think that would save the franchise.
I think so. So, ABC,
Listen up.
Jesse Palmer, listen up.
Jesse Palmer?
I haven't watched The Bachelor or Bachelorette in a couple of years, and this was the first season I was going to watch. And
Yeah.
yeah, season 4, the ending, I was like, it's just not. She did it, and it totally makes sense. She did it for the opportunity for like self promotion versus actually like literally trying to find love. So I do feel bad for the people who actually took.
Yes.
Some
And
people like quit their jobs to go on these
they
shows
do. They like
and
give up
leave
their
their
whole
lives
entire
behind.
life.
Take time away for their kids if they're, parents, and
Yeah.
for her to like not take it seriously at all is just like kind of a slap in the face to all those people.
And I feel so bad for the guy that did propose to her and is seeing
She
this
clearly
all.
had no intention of ever following through on
No,
that.
no. She's literally FaceTiming Dakota in the car on her way to all the like press, like
Yeah.
hours before she meets the men.
Yeah.
She sleeps with him the night before. I would be so livid if I were that man, like watching this
Yeah.
back.
And
Yeah.
she's doing that with her kids in the house. Like her kids were home because the mom came and took the kids to go to the airport.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do your kids think of it? Like, what example are you setting? Like, it's just I mean, clearly what we saw from the 2023 video, not a good one, but like,
No,
it's so sad. And
it's
if I was her
extremely sad.
ex-husband, I would probably be suing for full custody. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what they are planning, right?
Oh, really? I don't know.
I saw a picture of him and Dakota together outside a courthouse.
Oh, really?
I
I
think
didn't see
this is
that.
where it all came out. So
Oh,
when everything happened in February, they were working together to get full custody. I think that I might be starting rumors. I don't know. There's been so much that has come out. RIP to both of them.
and I hope that her children find
Are okay.
stability
Yeah,
and
I my heart breaks
therapy.
for the children out of all
Yeah,
this
that's
because
the worst. The kids should never have to experience that. And that's like
mm-mm.
whatever issues you have with your partner, keep it away from the kids, first and foremost.
Absolutely. Protect the children,
Protect the children.
always. Well, that's our episode. What a time.
Everyone say congrats to Ava and her pair.
And my pair.
Her pair. They're so cute.
Beep, beep.
I'm so excited to see you in a couple weeks. Yeah, you'll be out here in a couple weeks.
Yes.
Um, yeah. And we'll be back to our regularly scheduled content next week, but we hope you enjoyed today's episode with our exciting news and explanation for why Ava's so boring lately. And now we can actually talk about it. It's gonna be
We
great.
can talk about it.
Get
I
bump
don't have to
dates.
defend myself.
No.
You played it off very well.
There was always a reason. I don't know.
Yeah. There's always
The
something.
bears were in hibernation, so what else? There was no dead bears to see
There's no
and
dead
stuff.
bears. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do they hibernate out there?
They do.
Yeah.
They are
Okay.
probably coming out of hibernation right now.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
I don't know how long they sleep. Oh.
do they sleep the whole time? We should chat GPT this. Are they like awake in the den? Or are they like in a full coma?
We'll have to chat GPT.
Also, shout out to the city of Monrovia for trying to save the bears. And you know what?
Oh.
California Department of Fish and Wildlife, screw you. Because they killed a mama bear this week
Ah,
who had 2 cubs.
why?
And they took custody of the cubs because she swiped at a woman walking her dog. Like, you live in
Oh.
bear country, deal with it. And even the city was like trying to save the bears and get them relocated to a different place in the Angeles
Yeah.
National Forest.
Oh.
And Fish and Wildlife euthanized the mom. So screw you. You're on our shit list this week, in addition to
Jeez.
all the other things. And
Those
RIP.
bears are scary too. Those are brown bears,
Black
I think.
bears?
Black bears?
They're like small bear. I mean, black bears are brown though. Like they call them black bears, but they're really brown. I don't
Yeah.
know. Let me Google it.
We have true black bears here in
Oh,
Tennessee.
maybe that's right. What bears live in Southern California? Black bears.
Oh,
But they look brown.
yeah.
They appear brown, cinnamon, or blonde.
How cute.
Yeah. So RIP to the mama bear, and her cubs are
Aw.
traumatized for life because of you. The lady was fine. She didn't die. She got a scrape on the back of her leg. So,
Oh no.
oh, can I address the vet or no?
Oh my gosh, the vet. Or the one that commented
Yeah.
on social media. My goodness. Well, I do have an update of my vet visit, which was
Yeah.
traumatizing. Not traumatizing. I was horrified. So we'll start with the veterinarian that commented on my story. So on social media, the clip of our episode last week talking about the vet and how we've taken our dogs to the vet when they've had issues arise, and they hit you with like all scenarios, but majority of the scenarios all begin with the worst case
So yeah,
possible.
it was about when I was talking about my dog going in because she was peeing blood, and the first thing the
Yeah.
doctor tells me is it could be bladder cancer.
Yes. And so this girl I have not talked to in many a moons, many of years since high school. She is a veterinarian and she was very passionate, and that we need to be careful in what we're saying and how we're saying it because there's a high suicide rate in the vet community. And
And she did say too, like, I don't believe, or there's no way that the vet actually said like it could be bladder cancer or something.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
bitch, were you in the room? Like, first of all, I'm going to publicly go on record saying I love my vet. My current vet is fantastic. I appreciate
yeah,
vets. I tried to switch my major. No one knows this except like Garrett, probably. In college, my junior or senior year, because I decided I
yeah.
want to be a veterinarian. And then I
Oh,
was a
wow.
finance major. And then they went through basically I was too far into my degree. And so I would have to go to career changing like intermediate college to
Yeah,
get all these science classes under my belt. And I was like, that's too much fucking work. And then go to
yeah,
vet school. So it's like, we're abandoning the vet dream. I
yeah,
love animals. I love vets. I appreciate what they do. This doctor, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were in the room with me when the doctor told me bladder cancer, but says there's no way that the doctor told me it
it's
was
too
bladder
much.
cancer.
Yeah,
He actually said, and it's not my current vet, clearly.
yeah,
He actually said it was bladder cancer. So you know what? You weren't there. You don't know. I appreciate vets, but this vet threw out bladder cancer as the first option. Like it
yeah.
or not, believe it or not, this actually happened to me. Don't discredit my experience because it's something you wouldn't do. Okay?
Thank you very much.
That's
And I
my TED
won't
talk
say the rumor that went around in high
about
school
her.
about her.
Yeah, we're not going to do that because we're not mean girls.
We're not mean
And you can
girls.
take your comments and post them on an actual story or an actual post versus in a private DM so that I can actually respond to it publicly. But you wouldn't do that because clearly you were afraid of my wrath. And instead, you just got on the pod. So
Yep.
I don't know you. I don't care to. I hope your vet patients never
And
have you come at them with cancer at the first word because clearly you said that that would never happen. It happened to me.
it
We're done.
happened to I.
And it happened to you too. So it
And
actually does happen. Maybe
yeah,
call your vet friends.
update on my little boy. We tried to go in for a follow-up on
Mhm.
his butthole. And
Sorry, so funny.
the vet was so slammed and jam-packed. One of the doctors called out. So the vet tech, it was a new one that I hadn't seen before or hasn't like been in the room with our case before. And so I gave her like a full history, a full background of what happened at the last visit, what the diagnosis was. And I think she was just so overwhelmed with like everything going on, like behind the scenes at work. She didn't quite hear what I said,
Yeah.
specifically that the last time I was here, he was sedated and had to have a full exam and an anal gland extraction with that. And so she's like, okay, we'll take him back and do another exam and extract his anal glands. I was like, in my head, like, okay, good luck. And so they take him into the back, which is very close to the patient room that I was in, just waiting. And I hear my little boy whimpering. And then I hear another vet tech go, oh my God. And then I hear the other vet tech going, get it together, like, calm down, like, put yourself together. And she's like, oh my God, the smell. Oh. And I'm just sitting in the other room, just like mortified. And then my poor boy is like, and then like you can hear him like scratching the wall because they're trying to like contain him. He's a big boy. And it was just like mortifying because they tried for, I think, like 5 minutes just trying to like get him down and like trying to extract the anal glands. And then they get like close. And then this woman would freak out. And then Hans would freak out naturally.
Yeah.
And then I was just like in the room dying of embarrassment. And also just like complete horror of what I was hearing from my little boy. And then he comes in and he has some husky in him. And if you have huskies, you know that they talk. And so he comes into the patient room with the vet tech that we originally were talking to. And he's just like, and his ears are back, his eyes are wide open. And he's just like running in circles, just like talking at me. I'm like, I know, my son, I'm so sorry. And she was like, yeah, so we tried. I'm like, yeah, I heard. And she's like, I'm so sorry about that. I was like, yeah, the last time he was here, he was fully sedated. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, I mentioned that when you were asking for a history from the last visit.
Is that him growling right now?
No, that was Opal. She's over it. She's over me talking about Hans.
Yeah.
And so she was like, oh, yeah, we're going to have him come back. And this might have to be like a monthly thing, like looking at the state of his anus. I was like, are you serious? Well, I'm not going to have him sedated every single month in order for this to happen. She's like, we'll prescribe him some like medication to calm him so that you can give it to him before he comes into the appointment so that we can like actually get in there. So
do you have to do this every month?
I hope not. I got scheduled with the doctor, so hopefully she's actually there this Saturday. So TBD. I got the meds. Yes. And thank God, little Opal girl, she's getting fixed Tuesday morning.
Nice.
It still is like the blood has gone down, but it's still.
She's still in a diaper?
Only at nighttime.
Okay.
Because that's when it's the heaviest, is when she's sleeping.
Interesting.
Yeah, so she wears a diaper when she goes to bed. And poor thing. Yeah, we have to change the diaper when she wakes up. And what a time.
What a time. Well, with that, we hope you all have a wonderful day ahead, a great weekend. And we'll be back next week to talk about micromanagers, meetings, and mental health.
Updates on Hans's asshole and Opal's cooch.
And everyone, send Ava congrats on Joe Badeau. The little pair that is in there.
Yep.
And we'll get updates. And we're so excited to have a baby on the pod soon.
Ayo. Breastfeeding Toodles. On the pod.
Oh, that would be legendary.
Legendary.
Please do it.
Toodaloo.
Toodles.